Hello everybody and welcome back to Europa Universalis 4, playing as Bosnia. Last episode we finished up the war with Serbia, a very long drawn-out war. It seemed like it was going to end in a stalemate, but a lot of little things happened and really turned the tides of the war. And what happened, if you missed last episode, was we ended up vassalizing Serbia. So now this whole section here that remains of Serbia is now our vassal. We have taken over Raska as part of our war goal, and then we also demanded that Serbia free Montenegro as a free nation. Now, thinking back on that, I probably maybe should have just taken Montenegro for myself, or at least the province that became Montenegro. But sometimes I get excited when I see that I can free a new nation and make a new nation. I don't know. So I kind of maybe jumped the gun on that, but we'll see how that happens there with Montenegro. Excuse me. Now, the next question I have here is, do I incorporate Serbia as a part of Bosnian territory, which is going to take 10 years, and I have to have their relations a little bit better here. Yeah, I can annex the vassal after about 10 years with a diplomatic relation of 190. Or I can, what I'm thinking about possibly doing is designating them as a march, which will put a very big defensive bonus here and kind of protect against the Ottomans from now. I'll never be able to vassalize them so long as they're my march. I don't know. Because right now Albania is being taken over by the Ottomans, so that they're going to have an avenue of approach this way. But it might be really beneficial to have that defensive bonus here and that increased manpower that Serbia is going to get when they come to my aid. Let me look at right here. Yep, Serbians' attitude towards me is loyal, which is good because sometimes you take over a new vassal and they're not that happy about it. Now, our relations are pretty poor, but at least they're loyal, so that's good. We can actually invest in a new technology. We're almost here to the administrative technology of level 4, which is going to give us, it should give us, nope, that's going to be level 5. We'll get an idea group. So I'll have to think about what kind of ideas I'm going to want. We can invest in the marketplace, which is going to give us a marketplace, local trade power plus 50%. We can do that. We might as well. I mean, we've got enough points for it. Next is going to be next is going to be administrative power, and then we're going to get some new infantry types with these standard pikes here for military technology of 4. Provinces are still right. So now Raska that we took over is Orthodox as well, and I could deploy the missionary, but our economy, as you can see, is still pretty low. And deploying a missionary is going to bring that even lower because of the upkeep. Provincial unrest, we've got some provincial unrest actually quite a bit here. Bosnian peasants, we know that peasants aren't too hard to handle. We've got some Hussite heretics. Acceptance of Hussite, what is that? A new religion. They've got a ways to go. We'll see how that develops. Croatia separatists, Croatia here, which we are turning into a core, actually. We've got an 80%. They are going to be 5.9 years. They're going to have a rebellion for some Croatian independence. And then we've got Serbian separatists, which probably are going to arise from here, which at 5.7 years. So it's not that big of a deal. We can move our army here to help reduce that, I believe. Okay, and we've got, let me double check our marriages here, because I keep forgetting if we are still in, here. If we're still in royal marriage with, we are with Hungary and Austria, and we do still have our alliances, and that might keep the Ottomans back a little bit. I'm not sure. I could also vassalize. I could actually vassalize Montenegro and turn them into a vassal. But I'll need a military alliance and relations of plus 190, which they're at plus 41 right now. Let's double check our missions here. Create a proper fleet. I'm not going to be able to accomplish that because of our economy. Improve relations with Montenegro. Bring that up to 100, which could get us on our way to a vassalization, so I might pick that one. And our manpower reserves need to recover, and that's going to give us national unrest of -5. All right, let's go with... let's improve our relations with Montenegro. Bring that up, because at 41 right now. Shouldn't take too long. Okay. We can build a marketplace where... I don't have much money. I've only got 100 coin. And we also actually need to make Raska a core. And that's going to take 59 administrative power, which we've got plenty of. So, and it's going to take 17 months. So we're going to core that. And we're going to reduce the speed a little bit. Austrian army is pulling back after their fight. Now let's see if that unrest went down a little bit. Serbian separatists, it went down a little. So we've got a 10-stack army. We're going to keep it at that because I am a little bit worried about the Ottomans starting trouble here. So we're going to keep our stack at 10, even though it's going to cost us a little bit more money. Our 2-star general, who was a 4, 1, and a 5, which is good. We're at 92% for the core on Dalmatia. Let's see, another trade embargo is going on between France and Austria, and then a new leader for Venice. Our prestige is at 56, going down by 1. Our power projection is also going down because I don't have any rivals. I can rival the Ottoman Empire, Hungary, which I'm not going to do. Recall our diplomat from Bohemia, we can do that, free up a diplomat. I'm not going to rival Hungary because they're an ally of mine. Interesting that I can rival the Papal States. And I might do that because I'm thinking about my new ideas here, and which are going to be unlocked at level 5, and I'm thinking about humanist ideas, which is going to allow us to accept more cultures and more religions as we expand down this way and encounter those religions and those new cultures. So I'm thinking about going humanist as my first idea. I'm not going to touch expansion or exploration because those deal with colonists, and that's just going to be a waste of technology points. I could do influence as well, which is going to give us some income from vassals, annexation cost reductions, diplomatic reputations, vassal force limit contributions. So that might be beneficial as we gain vassals. And then some military ideas. I've always enjoyed defensive ideas. I've never used quantity ideas, which I might open up. But I'm thinking our first one's going to be a humanist idea. So it might be appropriate because that is going to piss the Pope off eventually. We got the core on Dalmatia, and they also have a level 2 fort, which it was at a level 4. Now I wonder if because I took it over, it went down. Oh, military access from Austria. What kind of a conflict are they involved with? Anything? It doesn't look like it. Maybe they just want to bring troops back. So let's go ahead and give them the okay to move troops through, and we want to increase our relations with Serbia just so that they're a good, proper vassal, and we're not going to have any problems with them. The better they like us, you know, that's the more beneficial it can be for us. And then I really have to decide if I want to annex them or turn them into a march. And I'm thinking about the march possibility. But we'll work on that once we get another diplomat and see what happens here in Albania. Excuse me. Pulling in 155 per turn. I forgot that I don't have a ship. I don't have a ship out because at the beginning of the war it got knocked out. I don't suppose I'm going to build another one. Just because, I mean, what's the point until I can actually build, you know, a proper set of fleets? Is Hungary at war with anybody? Nope. So right now, we've got a peaceful northern border and a pretty shaky... Where did that come from? How did I do that? And a pretty shaky southern border here, southeastern border. 3 out of 4 diplomatic relations. Can I get that new administrative power yet? That new administrative technology? Not quite. We've got till January 1463. This will be done soon. We can get some Eastern militia. We'll see if they're better. Usually they're a little bit better as you go along. But then when you get the options to pick from a different set of troops that you've unlocked at the same time, you know, it goes based off of what your playstyle is and what kind of troops you want. What do we have here? We have a royal marriage from Serbia. I already have a royal marriage from Serbia. Are they disputed by chance? Do they... No, he's got a strong claim, but he's a regency council currently at the moment. Do I want a royal marriage with Serbia? I'm going to decline that for now, just because that's going to add to our 4th diplomatic relation, and I want to keep that out for some new possibilities that may arise. Foreign drill instructor. We are going to hire him because it's not going to cost us that much money, and it's going to give us 20 army tradition, which is good. We need army tradition. We need army tradition, army tactics, and army morale. We need to get increases on. It's always good to have some army tradition. What's our relation at? 78, so our mission will be complete once it gets to 100. 67% on the Raska core. I'm going to worry about autonomy. Croatian is accepted, but I could change it over to Serbian for 50 diplomatic power. And it would take 50 months, so 5 years roughly. Nah, we'll keep it where it is. Well, they can be Croatian. We don't mind. Now this was, yeah, they're Croatian too, so we're not going to worry about that. We have a couple different cultures in our area, and that's kind of why I want to go to humanist, because we're going to go into Serbian, and then, you know, what do we got here? We've got Bulgarian, and over here we've got Bulgarian. Down here we've got Greek. More Greek. Greek as well. What's here? Romanian. Yeah. So I think humanist is going to be the way to go. And I'm not sure I've ever used humanist, but reading through it, it seems like it's going to be a good idea as we expand this way. You know, but having never used it myself, I don't know. I focused a lot on military. Okay, so Tuscany, that's fine. Let's see if we can rival them. Can we rival Tuscany? Yeah, might as well. Fuck you guys. Fuck you guys. We'll rival Tuscany. They were a part of that war, the Serbian war. So we'll give them some rivalries here. Not really going to be much of a problem being over here, unless we start to get territory in Italy, which I don't know if we're going to be doing that or not. I'm going to try to solidify this area here. Gained a core on Raska, so that's good. Let's see what kind of unrest. Whoops. That should be going down. Yep, the Bosnian peasants ones. 8 years and 8 years. Almost done with our relations here with Montenegro. Oh, it looks like we can do our technology. It's going to give us a temple. Okay. We're also increasing our relations with our new vassal, Serbia. Who's disputed right now? Poland is still disputed. England is. Interesting. Let me take a look at what is going to happen with England here, because they've got no legal heir. Royal marriage with Afonso. I wonder if that's going to be a part of Portugal. I've seen weird shit like that happen before. Connaught seems to have expanded into most of Ireland here. Who are they allied with? Are they allied with England? No, Norway. Ooh, that's going to be bad because I think Norway and England don't like each other. What's going on here? We seem to have some improved relations with Montenegro. Okay, we've got that done. The rival of our rival. Ferreira's opinion of Bosnia is 100. Because they don't like... They must not like Tuscany, because they're our only rival. And what's the other one? Protect against Tuscany. We need to have 13 troops, but that's going to be kind of expensive, and I don't want to do that one. So let's go ahead and do... We'll get 5 prestige and 25 diplomatic power from increasing our relations with Ferreira. So we'll take that one. We'll send the diplomat down. Who are they allied with? France and Savoy. Let's recall our diplomat there. Send. Alright. So we'll have a new mission that will be completed in a couple of months. What was going on in Poland that we saw here? Who are these guys? Brunswick. A huge Brunswick army. No, that's Brunswick, Bohemia. Oh, so let's see. Hungary, your faithful ally, is requesting that you come to the aid in the Hungarian conquest of Halice against Poland, Moldavia, Mazovia, and Lithuania. Poland is allied with Denmark. We're going to accept that because I don't want to lose the prestige. We're not going to do much. We're gonna hold here. Let me move up this way, and we're not gonna go to war, really. We're not gonna march my guys up here. We're gonna take a defensive stance and see if they actually make it down this way. Who else is involved in the war? Just Serbia, Bosnia. Okay, so we're the only allies that Hungary's got. Maybe we should move. Except Poland is actually at war with a completely... pretty much the Holy Roman Empire. They're all at war with, so they're going to be losing manpower on 2 different wars. So I think it's okay that we move up and actually support that. And they want to take Halice. Where is that? Right there. That's the war goal right there. They want that for Hungarian territory. And it was Poland, Denmark, Holstein, Lithuania, Mazovia, and Moldavia. Okay, so these guys, and Denmark. Let's move up and support. Let's go ahead and do that. Serbia's already in the fight. Why not? Yeah, we can do that. We lost a leader, so let's recruit a new one. He's not terrible either. He's a... Whoops, I need to assign him actually, don't I? I keep forgetting to do that. There we go. Okay. Let's go down and support Hungary as they try to get a new piece of property. We can do that for them. He's only a 1-star general. It's not that fancy. But we're gonna siege. I think we'll probably siege this section down here. And we'll be within backup range of these armies here. It's already under siege actually, so let's do this one. I didn't see that. My mistake. Can't move over there because of a fort, it seems. So we'll just siege this and take this over for ourselves. And who knows if, I mean, it would be kind of Kind of a stretch here, but they might give it to us. Let me go also to where are the subjects? Military focus. We want them on supportive. That's what we want them on. Okay, so Serbia is going to be supportive. Which means they should move down and help us, kind of hang out around where we are, and avoid any conflict on their own, because they've only got a 2-stack. It's not that big. They can get knocked out real easy. Looks like they have the war goal, and they're also seizing another area. And this war, so long as Poland remains at war with the Holy Roman Empire, we shouldn't have too many problems with them. Especially with their manpower going down and war exhaustion going up. It's going to take us a lot longer to seize this because it's a march of Poland. They've got the march bonuses. It's going to take us a little while, but there's a 17 stack of Hungarian and Serbians and a 14 stack of Hungary. Shouldn't be too much of a problem. Looks like Lithuania is engaged with Hesse. Black news indeed. Let's pause this so I can read this. Looks like our leaders died. And we're in a regency, which isn't that good, but how old is our... He's 14, so in a couple of years he'll pop up. A couple of years he'll come up. Do we still have our marriages? Just with... No, hold on. No, we're going to have to get some new marriages, which I don't think we can do. Can we do that when we have a regency? We can. So let's send that. Okay. And let's get the other one with Austria again. Okay. Alright. So that's good. I don't want to jump the gun, but I definitely think we're going to be winning this war. It looks like Poland is getting eaten up by all kinds of armies. We're just going to seize the capital of the March here, Moldova, the ally of Poland. I almost said Portland, Maine, big city in the state I live in. It's not necessarily a big city, it's the biggest city that we have. It's only about 60,000 people, but... Got some Moldovan reinforcements coming, hold on. Build a great palace. Monarchs were often struggling with the ways to subdue the nobility. The rise of firearms reduced the nobles' roles as warriors, but left them with, in the eyes of the monarchs, too much idle time. Some monarchs created great new palaces with elaborate court rituals to dazzle the nobles and keep them occupied. Versailles is the greatest expression of this movement. Build the palace for 18 ducats, which we have, gives us 10 prestige, 20 legitimacy, or don't build it for losing 10 prestige. We're going to build it. The Bosnian palace, let's do it. Continue this siege. We've got the Moldovians building some troops. Not too worried about it. They have to cross the river to hit us. So, not worried about it. We're at a 7 right now, and it looks like the Austrians have come in and taken it over for us. Good for them. And who's this? This is Aachen, which is a vassal of... should be a vassal. It's either an ally or a vassal of Austria. Certainly a member of the Holy Roman Empire. Lithuanian army just popped up there. They've got lots of problems in this area, though. So if they attack one, they're gonna have an issue for sure. Austria took that over quickly. Okay, we have a new leader, Stefan Tomasiewicz Kotromnik, and he's a 464. That's pretty decent. We don't have an heir yet. Hopefully we'll get one out of the marriages. He's young, he's got plenty of time to He's got plenty of time to make babies. Get with a nice Hungarian woman. Serbia is rolling around with this Hungarian and Bavarian army here. Ottomans are falling back. I don't know what they were doing up here. What were they doing way up there? I think we're going to wait for this siege to be done here in Moldova, and then we're going to end the episode, because we're looking at almost 25 minutes here. Thereabouts. So we'll finish the siege, we'll end the episode. Siege of Moldova is over. There I speak. Okay. Let's go ahead and stop that timer. Alright guys, if you've liked what you've seen and you want to see more of Europa Universalis as Bosnia, you want to see how Bosnia develops in the world, give it a like, give it a comment, let me know what you think, give me some of your ideas and recommendations, and if you're new, subscribe. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you next time.